Day 8. Wow, I've made it to day 8. Congratulations to me. So today's Monday, the first day of my second week of the Bikram challenge, and you're seeing this video post dinner and post shower, so I'm feeling kind of relaxed and a little bit more grounded than I was earlier. And so I want to talk to you guys today about yoga, hot yoga especially, and anxiety. So I've been dealing with my own struggles with anxiety for quite some time, my whole life, but um, it comes and goes for me, and certain situations make it really a lot worse, a lot more, just a lot more exacerbated and intense. And I'm just working with one of those phases in my life right now, a lot of emotional ups and downs. And I've been keeping track of my anxiety, almost like a 1 to 10 scale. And today is kind of not so great. I think I'm floating around a 6 right now, anxiety wise. But when I'm in Bikram and when I'm doing my yoga, it all goes away. So, a few reasons why. So, anyone who's suffering from anxiety and you can handle the heat, I would totally recommend Bikram for you. Um, Here's a few reasons why. Bikram, the first half of it is the standing series, and that really gets your heart rate going. It's the more aerobic part of the class, lots of toning, and it's the part where you really feel like you're getting like a good workout in the beginning. And then in the middle of the class, you do Shavasana, which is a relaxation, deep relaxation, and then you go into the floor series, which is where the help with anxiety really comes in, and this is why. Every pose that's on the floor is an alternation between intense, building your heart rate, holding your muscles, holding the pose, really, really getting into it, working your body, and then relaxing for an equal amount of time. So it's 20 seconds in a pose and then 20 seconds of Shavasana. 20 seconds in a pose, 20 seconds in Shavasana. And when I first started doing Bikram, this part of the class kind of drove me crazy. I was really questioning it. Why are we doing Shavasana like 80 times in this class? I didn't understand. I felt like it was breaking the momentum. Um, it was kind of jarring. I wasn't sure why we were working really hard and then relaxing deeply and then working really hard and then relaxing deeply. And now I realize that it's part of the yoga. It's part of the practice of the mind body connection, the connection with your breath, the connection with your heart rate, and realizing the control that you have over all of these things using the power of your mind, which I'm really, really, really into. So, when you are doing a super active pose like full locust, which is where you are on your stomach and you're holding your arms out and you're holding your legs out and you're holding this pose for 20 seconds and every single muscle in your body is working and your heart rate is going, and then you come down into Shavasana, you have to almost train yourself to bring all of those levels down. Bring your breathing down, bring your heart rate down, relax, let go. And then you prepare for the next pose and you do it again. And for somebody with anxiety, like me, this is a really good practice because what it's training me to do and what it's showing me is that I have control. I'm in control of my breathing. I'm in control of my heart rate. I'm in control of whether or not I give 100% to this pose. So, how that applies later is that if I start to have anxiety symptoms like a racing heartbeat or difficulty breathing or my thoughts racing, I have that same yoga where I can say, okay, I'm in control. I'm going to breathe through this. I'm going to bring all these levels down and I'm going to do the yoga of my life. And that's been a very profound realization for me through this challenge so far, and it's the part that I appreciate the most. And when I'm there in class and I'm actually doing it, I feel so present. um, in that pose, and I feel so present in that relaxation and in that dichotomy of being super active and super passive. So that's one reason why Bikram really really works for anxiety. It's the mind body connection and learning how to control your own body. Um, the second reason why it's really effective is the sweating. Don't underestimate the sweat. That's like my favorite quote of this whole challenge, and I mean that it goes so many different ways, and there's so many different levels to that, because it's not just like don't underestimate the sweat because you have to take care of yourself, but don't underestimate how cleansing it is for you, and don't underestimate how much it's doing for you emotionally. Um, I thought about this the other day when I was just pouring, and I felt all this sweat coming down off of my face and um, in my eyes and stuff. And I thought to myself, it feels like my whole body is crying. It feels like my entire body is just sobbing, releasing. And I don't even mean that in like a sad, depressing way, like, oh, my whole body is crying, woe is me. I mean it in like the pure essence of emotional release. It's like everything that I don't need anymore, I can just let go of, and I can just imagine it coming out of me, and I'm done with it. And that's been really therapeutic for me. The sweat has become very very cleansing, very cleansing. So yeah, I mean everything smells really bad afterwards, but to me it's like really clean. I don't know if that sounds gross or it's understandable or what, but um, yeah, sweat as a release. That's a big one. So if you're doing Bikram, just imagine that you're just releasing everything that you don't need anymore. Oh, sorry. I've got my camera here and I see my hair and it's like I can't get rid of the Bikram hair. I just need to get over it. Um, but anyway, the next reason why I think Bikram is good for those with anxiety is the 90-minute class versus like a traditional, well, yoga I think traditionally is 90 minutes, but the majority of classes out there now are 60 minutes because Americans are busy, and we're lucky if we can get an extra 60 minutes to dedicate to working out or doing something good for our bodies. Um, but the 90-minute class is so beneficial for your emotions, and for yourself, because it's long enough that you really you just surrender to the practice. You're not looking at a clock. In the beginning of class, you got a long way to go. You got a really long way to go. So there's no purpose, there's no reason to think about being anywhere else or doing anything else, because you are there, and you're not going anywhere for a while. And 60 minutes into the class, you still have a long way to go. And by the end of it, you really, really, really feel like you've accomplished something. You've accomplished something really, really big. Um, After every single Bikram class, everyone in the room claps. There's like a round of applause, and everyone kind of cheers us all on. Like we cheer each other on, just saying like, good job, like you made it through. That was an accomplishment. That was um, something you just did, something to be proud of. It wasn't easy. So I'm really, really grateful for the 90-minute classes, because I feel like it's enough time that you feel like you've really done something substantial. And I'm not poo-pooing on 60-minute yoga classes at all. When I'm done with the Bikram challenge, I will almost definitely go back to the 60-minute classes. But I'm just saying, for here and now, it's really helpful in terms of feeling the accomplishment and feeling like you're surrendering to the practice and just being present. Um, the last thing I would want to say is this quote that one of the teachers said the other day that really resonated with me. She was talking about the discomfort, and she said, feel the discomfort, be with the discomfort, move through the discomfort. And that struck me on more than just the physical level. And that's what I'm doing with this challenge. taking it beyond just the physical and applying it to all the aspects of my life and understanding the yoga of my life and just trying to be with the discomfort and trying to feel the discomfort and trying to move through the discomfort. And I think that's all I have to say for today. And I hope to see you again maybe tomorrow on day 9. All right. Thanks. Bye.